Morning. Back to the DAX. And a warm welcome to one and all. And for those of you who have not seen me before, my name is Langers, and I am the very tired Scruffy trader. And that's because it's very early morning. It's currently 7:15. Been up and around with my coffee, because you need a coffee this time in the morning. And I'm preparing the charts and watching them, waiting for the morning star. Well, the morning star is just a nickname for a single trade on the DAX to build you up a nest egg. Well, the idea of this, it's just a vlog of the results, because it's a forward test rather than an actual sort of strategy, if you like, because it's changing little by little each day. Not a lot, because pretty much the bones are there, and I just want to see if it can be built up. That's the general gist of it. So if you haven't seen it before, go through the other videos and it kind of explains it. So let me flick it on and we'll have a little look, see what we're at. Now this is a 15-minute chart of the DAX. We can see that it is starting to push up, and my theory on this one today is to go short with it. But it needs to pulse up a little bit. Now I'm going to drop this down into a 5-minute chart just so that we can fine tune what's going on. Now as you can see, it's come down and it's moving its way up nice and steadily, and this is pushing up. Okay, so if I just nip that together, but you can see it's coming up to this section. Now this is a 5-minute chart, doesn't really hold a lot of weight, but it's going to help me tune into what it is that I require. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm just going to play the trade out, and then I'll come back to you at the end and I'll have a little chat about what's going on with it. Okay guys, nice easy trade this morning. Setup was pretty much on point, hardly went against us, went straight into that green zone that you see on the screen here. That is the markup for the profit taking. Now if it runs any further, so what? It's done what I needed it to do, and it has produced £18.98, and as you can see, that was yesterday's trade. So let's have a little look at this. So just fire this up. So it's 20th, 644.52. We're still brutal on the risks. Now if you go through the other videos, I've explained the way I look at risk. I look at risk completely different, and I don't buy any of this tight stop. I don't buy any of this risk reward either. One of the things you need to do with trading, guys, is unlearn a lot of what you've learned, because most of it is just recycled bollocks, and you need to think of it common sense. That's the best way I can describe this, common sense. Look at how much you're willing to pay for the trade, that is your loss, and then look at what your profit is, and then manage it, because you should be going in with an expectation of this is correct. You know, if you're going in with an expectation of, well, if I lose 4 out or 6 out of 10 and win 4 out of 10, but I'm on a 1 to 3, I'm fine. That's not being in business. That's just gambling and praying to God that you're going to get it right. To me, that's not trading. So it's just because I get pulled on it all the time, and you can shout at me till you're blue in the face. The difference is I do this for a living. I prove it every day, and the ones who have a go at me lose every day. So stop doing the things that make you lose and start doing the things that make you win. That is how you succeed. Sorry. Anyway, having a day off today. I'm only doing this today. Right, okay. So we edged up a little bit. Okay. DAX, MS. We were short. Reasonably okay this morning, and there's not a great deal to put into there because what I am looking at achieving was on point this morning. Everything was stars had aligned. Morning star, and it's just called Morning Star. It's basically just a play on words. It's the morning and it's the start of the day. Morning star. Okay. So we are 32% up on our initial investment of 500. We have got 100% strike rate of all of the positions that's opened, and we are holding our pip count way above 10. Because what I'm looking to achieve with this is 10 pips per morning minimum. Now you can do it 5 and 5 or in one hit. I prefer to do it in one hit because what I want to be able to do with this is to set it up kind of between 6 AM and 8, and it either wants to be completed by 8 AM or in a position where it's set in forget. In other words, you've got your order in, you can just put your target in as well and just toddle off to work or whatever it is you need to do. And this is it. Now at the moment our average pip count for the trades is 25, and each morning if I have achieved more than 10 pips I am compounding the bids. Now we started at 50p, and tomorrow when we come into this it'll be 79p. So really it's done 163 quid off pennies, you know, and as time goes forward, just repeating the same process will turn those pennies into something tangible, and that's when you start looking at a full, well, actually the wage maker plan, because as you go up it starts working out what you will achieve per year and what you need to do. So it's a good thing, and as you can see, well, we're in a straight line up. So this is pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with the way this is working. Okay, so happy days. Right, let me flick this over.
Well, we're waiting.
So that was that trade this morning. Very quick of sorts. It's only taken less than half an hour to, about 40 minutes maybe, to play out, and it's paid reasonably well. And that's all you need to do with trading. Just chip away at it all the time. Once you've been paid, quit. You know, I have got videos on scalping. I might do some more if you're interested. Do drop it in the comments if you want to see something like that. And I'll give you a scalping strategy. Do I condone scalping? Not really. I find it hard work, and eventually you give your money back. So just be careful with it. Listen to the mantra that I say: score, score, stop. And I do mean that, and I stick to it, and the guys in the Discord will probably stand testament to that, because they do get excited and they want to be in and they're looking at this and they're looking at that. Be very careful with your failure rates. Your failure rate comes from greed and excitement to a degree, because you're so excited with the markets and you want to be in and you're doing this and you're with it, you know, and it's brilliant. but ultimately the market will take it back. Now, when I'm trading for my salary, I'll look at a single market, then I'll look for a single setup, and then I'll trade it till I've hit my single wage. And once I've done that, that's it. You know, a good payment is all you need. You know, if I get 200 quid a day, I'm quite happy. But it's all about filtering down, and that's the main thing with trades. If you can filter your trades down but also filter your emotions, you probably find you're more profitable, you know, because the desire to go back to market when you've won is massive, and that's the trade that'll take the money off you. So the mantra is score, score, stop. So if you're a scalper, do 5 pips, do another 5 pips, stop. You've hit 10. What more do you need? You know, you've got a decent bid size on those pips, it'll pay you. And that's all we're here for. We're here to be paid. And the least time you're in the markets, the safer you are. Okay, so we'll do this all again tomorrow. As always, if you're stuck, go in the description. You will find various links. I have set up a free Telegram group for anybody who wants to use. The idea is just to speak freely amongst yourselves. There's a few guys in there. It's a bit quiet, but if you go in, it's nice. No sellers are allowed. There's no morons allowed either. So if there's anybody being a bit of a dick, the kick's straight out. Because the one thing with this industry, it does attract a lot of morons, and personally, they'll never make it. And that's, I suppose, why they're a bit bitter. But hey ho, that's the world over that we live in. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.